So I thought we'd start off my YouTube channel with my pride and joy, you know, the one thing I love the most, which at the moment is something that is a work in progress. Slowly getting there, building it. Still runs. I've fitted like 3 fuel tanks and fuel pumps. It's just it doesn't run very nicely, because I don't know, they're sinking the fuel lines that keeps messing up, but it's quite messy. But I am building it up. But the best part about it is when you turn it on. So I have a couple of weird things about this car that not many people really do. It doesn't run the same way. It's been modified a little bit. I've got an aftermarket intake which I've taken off the end piece. I've got a customised piece that will go on there next. I need to put the lights and put the covers back on it. I've got a new front bumper that's coming, but I'm going to start recording and showing everything I'm doing, because like that, it's got a T23 body kit with a GT spoiler wing, a nice Ferrari red gloss paint which needs a little bit of a clean up, but apart from that, it's a nice engine, it's a nice car. I just like the fact that it's got a customised exhaust, which is very nice, with a very nice T23 body kit. I've got my wheels have literally been cleaned up and redone on my front wheels. My back wheels are a little bit different. They don't have the respray on them just yet. As you can kind of tell, they're a little bit gone. You know, my brake discs and pads are all wearing away, but it's something that's going to be seen on my YouTube quite a lot. It is nice, but it's a little bit broken. It looks like I've got brand new tyres on here. It's literally just tyre paint to clean them up, because they don't have a lot taken away off of the grip of them. They're quite good. The front wheels I don't think they've ever been used since when it's sat doing nothing all the time. I've even got my brake pads painted, but when it's been sitting for, we had this car since 2005. It's a 2002 Toyota Celica. It's been off the road since 2015, and it hasn't been on the road since. It's been clarified back in my name now, so this is my new having a go at it type of things. Like, I'd need to fit a new battery. I took my anti-roll bar off. I re-chromed it because it was all broken and rusty, so I fixed it all up, chromed it, and then I've realised, because this is the downfall to Toyota Celicas, is they've got the positive and negative right beside metal. Not good. But I taped all that across, so now it looks quite cool. It's probably the best looking thing on the car so far. But on top of that, I've been working on the interior, which I now have to send off because I messed up a little. But we've got carbon red interior. I'm planning to make all my interior all black, get the dials and everything for this side. I've seen loads of cars built and they're all amazing. I will show you how to balance a window, because I don't know if anyone can tell, doesn't sit nicely. What I didn't realise, I spent about £50 on the car, and they've got a safety window button for the passenger side that no one told me about. So the door's been all ripped apart. The majority of the stuff I'm going to start doing on this car, I'm going to start videoing it. I've got my tripod outside, but I didn't use it this time because the part I wanted to fit, which is a solenoid vacuum, only works if you have a certain part on your air intake, which I currently do not own, so I don't have the part for that. But I got countless air filters, which those two aren't going on my car. I've got this nice one down here, which is the one that's going on my car. It's only because it's a foam, which basically makes that one a better intake than both of these combined. These are Halford's built buys, which weren't a good idea at the time. I never knew what Halfords could do, so it was cheap. I think I spent 60-70 quid on two of them, but one I didn't buy, which means I spent like 30 odd quid on one. But it's like I've got this part next, and I want to fit that on my intake so that when I start my car up, this will start spinning and giving it a good intake, because at the moment the air that's going into it is very warm. It's not very fast coming in the intake, so I think adding this piece, which actually wasn't expensive, all it is going to be doing is just spinning around, allowing my car to have a lot more of an intake inside of it. But I got to get it all wired in, because these two wires piece back there need to be wired in properly. But that's about it. I've got loads to fit, and I think I'm going to take everyone else on the journey with me to building my car. I'm only building it to run at the moment, because the engine that's inside this one is the vvti engine, and I'm not looking for the vvti. I want the vvti. So mine's the 16 valve vvti 140 brake engine, stock. Doesn't sound stock because of the exhaust, and they've modified it a little. Like, they've put this piece on here. We don't have a stock air filter on the end of it, which usually I'm pretty sure would sit just here. I'm 50-50 on that, but it's like majority of this all needs cleaning up. So once the engine comes out of my car, I'll have to clean it up, which I'll probably make a video on that, just me cleaning it up with a wire brush, an air tool, and just clean it up, fitting it in another celica, which is the I'm getting a donor car for this car. So once I start getting the build ready, I like making little buys for myself, but that's what it's like. I've got my tripod, so once I start making a lot more videos, it'll be a lot nicer. But I'll give you a look at the car on a distance. I don't have that piece anymore. So my car from a distance is quite nice. There's not really anything wrong with it. The front bumper, I've got a bit of a fault there, which is the plastic. The perk to this is the fact that my mate, that is, I think he's around 3 hours away, he's offered me his front bumper as a clone of his bumper, which is quite cool. I don't need to sell it on or anything, you know, I only want it just to sit on my car. That's why he's doing it for me. But I've got too many lights on at the moment. But it runs, it's nice and smooth. The intake is a bit of a ishy scenario at the moment, but once I get it start building and I start getting everything sorted, what I'll do is I want to do a video a day at the moment, but I don't have the resources to do that at the moment. I've got a lot of parts, like I've got my front lip to put on, but that needs to be redone, repainted again, which I might make a video of that. I've got my light, that's all my wrapping gear, that's a fuel rail. I didn't have a need for it, I changed it over because of I thought it was causing a lot of problems. Turns out it wasn't a problem. The problem was the fuel pump again, which I've replaced 3 times already. which I want to know what could else be the problem. You know, if someone knows a problem that could be faulting 3 fuel pumps, let me know, and I'll get at it again, and I'll start working on it a lot more. But I want to get a lot more videos of it. It's a nice car, and there'll be a lot more videos apart from a celica. It's not just celicas I'm doing at the moment. So we have the main thing that will be on this channel at the moment. There will be other cars, like this one. It's a BMW E46 2.5 litre petrol, remapped, straight piped with 240 brake, and this one's 140, but once I get the vvti in it, that'd be a 190. Plus I don't think I'm going to customise the exhaust to straight pipe, because I like having an exhaust that no one else has. It's quite cool. It's not built normally how everyone else would have theirs built, so that's why it gives a very weird scent. It's now starting to pop a little, so I need to look into the exhaust and see what's happening with it. But I'm looking for someone that can remap a Toyota Celica, and it'd be very handy because I want this to push faster than my brother's. So we'll see how it goes, and I've got a lot of stuff to do. Like, this is brand new paint that my brother done for me. It needs washing, and then I need to cut it back, which I might make a video of me cutting back gloss paint. And this is only gloss, this is not lacquered or anything, so we get a little bit of faults here and there with the paint job, but I'm not fussed. For a car that I didn't pay for a respray on it or anything like that, I'm quite happy with what I've got. I've got a nice sports car for myself as a first car. I don't drive just yet, but old enough to. And then once I can get all this done and make some videos of being able to drive it, maybe. But I want it to be in the Toyota Celica UK car meet, which is filled with loads and loads of Celicas that are crazy. They're not normal ones, and I'd love to get this in with them, but obviously I need to rebuild it. I need to make it look good, sound good, and just perform amazing before I even bother taking it to a Celica meetup. Otherwise I turn up and I've got a half missing door. So we'll see how it goes. I will probably upload another video today if I'm able to find something else I can do. It's a bit too hot to polish my car today, so we're going to leave that for today, and maybe I might do something tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I've got a couple more pieces in the boot to fit on, and there's quite a lot of pieces to fit on the car, but obviously I need to make sure it's the right stuff to put on at the right time, because it's like the grille. I can't put that on until I put the that piece, my front lip, on, otherwise that won't sit properly, and it's pointless fitting that on and the front lip if I'm getting a brand new front body. So I'm going to have to look into all these things of what I need to fit, what I need to leave alone for a little bit longer, and we'll just see how it goes, because obviously everyone loves Toyotas. Like, you can never fault one. They are loud when you want them to be loud, they're powerful, they are expensive to insure, but you are buying a high revving engine car that sits very nicely in heat, and it just functions very nicely. So we'll see how it goes with making a couple more videos when I'm free and when I've got something to do on the car. So I'm pretty sure I've got to fit this piece which goes on the windscreen, my windscreen wiper. I want to wrap my window, but by the looks of things there's something on my window. Yeah, there's already stuff on my window which needs taken off before I even do anything like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's to do with a protective layer, so it might mean I might actually have to go get another window for this car. Who knows? Just let me know what I should do what you guys want to see me do. If there's any modifications you want to see me do. Obviously I will be turboing in my car eventually. I need to get it built properly so it can hold a turbo on the vvti engine, which I'm hoping the build would be somewhere this year, maybe next year. So we'll do little tweaks here and there on it, replace parts, clean up the window, which will be done. I can probably do that today, but I'm going to leave it alone for now because it's not a rushed thing to do. I've resprayed my spoiler. I went for a certain effect on this spoiler. So usually you'd gloss it or you'd lacquer it after giving it a shine. I didn't want a shine, an extreme shine on it. I wanted the orange peel effect, which is usually rollered on, but there is a way of making it so that you can spray the lacquer on top and it will slowly give it a lacquer kind of like orange peel lacquer effect, which I kind of find really cool. You know, I like it, so I don't want to change it, but the spoiler is a little bit too small. Usually if I'm standing here and I look down the car, it should be here. So I'm going to adjust the spoiler and make one, hopefully. But the only downfall is the aerodynamics. The way that spoilers are made, it has to be spent a lot of money on aerodynamics, getting it perfect. You know, you can't have it slightly up on this side, slightly down on that side, because if you're going like 150 miles an hour, you're going to slide straight off the road. So I'm tempted to make my own one, but it's all in good time. I want it bigger, I want it looking a lot cooler. I'm a valeter, so I'm the exterior on cars. I love making them look good and making them sound good mechanically. I don't do a lot of mechanics, but you know, I am trying to get into brand new stuff, and if anyone wants to help out, you know, give me advice on what I need to tune up and what I should change, because as much as I like this car the way it is, it does need a bit of a tune up, because it's stuff like that. I need to send this off and get it professionally done because it's too hot. See, it's going back in now, but it's because of the heat, so this can't handle heat. So I'm going to send it off and get it done by a professional, only because my wrapping skills have just gone downhill. That's my first wrapping skill, to be fair, but it still turned out alright. This was meant to be wrapped. A lot of the interior I want to wrap red, to give it a more cooler look to it, because I'm going for a red and black theme. So if anyone's got any red and black stuff I can actually use and adjust to my own kind of car, it would be very handy, because I'm going for like a black intake. I've already went for a red one. It doesn't perform nice. That's why I've got this piece here, which should work a lot more nicer to allow the airflow a lot more smoother and give it a lot more air than it's trying to grab at the moment, because it's not grabbing enough. So I think adding this is going to add a little bit more power, not a lot. It's going to help it start a lot faster, and I don't think it will jog the revs at all. I have covered up the branding of it, mainly because I put these pieces on when I was trying to fit the air filter, but you know, it is what it is, you can't fix it. But I can take them off eventually. They're just stretching at the moment. But there's a lot of car parts that I want to fit on, and if anyone's able to help me out with any of it, I would be very much appreciated. It's stuff like this. I like it because it's got black, but the red's not bright enough on it, so it's more like an orangey looking colour. It doesn't look good, but all of this is all gonna have to be replaced, and I'm gonna have to build the whole car by myself, because I haven't got many people that like Japanese cars. They are usually BMW drivers, so there's a lot of people that don't like Toyota or Japanese cars as much as me. I'm obsessed with this car. Like, it's probably the best car I've actually been in, and it was my dad driving it, and it does launch. Even though it's a 140 brake, this can launch pretty fast. I think it's because the engine's a lot lighter and it's still pushing a decent power on the engine. We have a Mini there. This would destroy the Mini in seconds, and that's pushing, I think it's 110 brake or something, and this is pushing 140. That's lighter. This is a little bit more heavy, a little bit longer, but this thing launches. I'd be surprised if that Mini beat this, because this is such a powerful car. The way it's been adjusted with the engine, you know, the engine's mapped a couple of little things out which I've never really seen before, and I've got a mate that's going to try and help me fit another piece on my engine today. If he's even able to do it, then it'd be a lot more handy, and we just see how it goes, because obviously with this engine and this car, it's an amazing car. I can't fault it. I've had problems because I've been working on it, which is usually to do with the fuel pump. The fuel pump never wants to fully work on this car, which is a really big downfall to my one. I don't think anyone has the same problem as me as much, but it's an amazing car. I've literally just got to replace a bunch of parts again and hopefully get it back on the road. Once I'm able to drive, this is going to be my first car. I'm going to take it on the road. I might even do a YouTube video of my first drive passing my test in this car. Make a video of me driving this as soon as I insure it, literally driving it, and I'll take it over somewhere, you know, see how it goes. But I know we're in lockdown at the moment, and at the moment I'm still on my land, my property, so I am allowed here, and we've got a back door behind me, so I will lock up the car and leave it for tonight. Hopefully get back it probably tomorrow, but I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow with another thing I'm actually working on, because I'm a car person, like a really big car person on Toyotas, but I also have another enthusiastic kind of job I have, which is boat building. So I hope everyone enjoys kind of watching this first intro, seeing how it goes with this video and the comments I get. I will start to make some more videos as soon as I can. They won't be 100% every single time, knowing, you know, what I'm going to be doing, but I have a Facebook page called The 3 Lost Ronin, which is my streaming account. I also have, I don't have a Snapchat for my stream, but I also have a Mixer account. So what I'll do is, as soon as I can sort this car out and I can start posting more things, you know, I'll post parts here and there of what I'm going to be fitting. I might be streaming on Mixer and then convert my video over onto YouTube. I'm not sure yet. I'm just getting into the feel of what YouTube's like, and I've never used the platform before. I've only ever used Mixer. I used Twitch at one point, but I'm a little bit more of a Mixer person. So we'll see how it goes with this one. Obviously the car's got a lot of work, and I would be quite happy to bring everyone along with me. If anyone has any questions of problems they've got on their celica, I have the Facebook page that should be able to link back to my personal account, and if you ever need anything, just go to my personal account, you know, message me. Look, I've got this problem with my celica. It doesn't matter what gen it is, just let me know, because I'm obviously a Japanese person that loves Japanese cars. So if you ever have any problems with any car, just let me know. You know, I've got my own mechanic that can relay if I've got a fault, or if you guys have a fault, just let me know. I'll go through my mechanic and I'll let you know what the problem might be. But apart from that, that's about it. That's my intro. The Toyota Celica 7th gen, normal, except with a custom exhaust and a little bit adjusted on the engine side, which is not a good thing either, because it's just braking. So we'll see how it all goes. I need to replace half of the stuff on this car. It's just getting mouldy, it's old, the seats need changing, even though they're like a grey. I want to replace these with a black leather with red lining. So I've got a lot of money to kind of chuck at this car at the moment. Not enough, to be fair. I know the seats are going to cost me near £1,000 just to sort it all out, but there's a lot of adjustments that I need to do. I've never actually figured out, how do you get in reverse? I don't have a button either. So that's that. Oh, okay. So these don't have a button. They don't push down. It's literally, that's, if you push forward there, it's first gear. And then that's, oh god, that's painful to do. That's weird. That's the first I've ever seen of one of these. I keep adjusting to different cars. Like I've seen the handbrake being there, and you literally just pull it out, twist it, and it sits there from the really old cars from America. And there's a lot of adjustments that I've kind of seen along the way, and it's kind of cool seeing how it all works. You know, handbrake, which is normal. There's not really anything adjusted, but that's way too high, so I need to adjust my handbrake. Everything on my gears are fine, but what I'll do is I will probably give a rundown of what I am planning on doing next on the next YouTube video and see how it goes. Obviously my videos aren't going to be cut out or anything. They will probably just be me recording, unless I'm doing something that I kind of explain how to do it. You can see what I'm doing and I fast forward it. But apart from that, I think that's about it with the Celica. It's boiling in this car, literally boiling. But what we'll do is probably see how this goes, make some tweaks on it. If you ever need anything, subscribe, follow, go on my Facebook page. I don't know how to link anything yet because I'm still new to this. So what I'll probably do is just post a video with a name of something, my intro. But I don't know how to do tags or anything like that at the moment. So what I might do is find my YouTube mate, find out from him what I need to do with my tags, and if I can, I'll put my Facebook page online with this. I don't have any other social medias. I think I have a Twitter, but I don't know how to access it either. Plus I'm not really a Twitter person, if I'm honest. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to move this car a little bit over to the side as we are on private land. So I'm going to move it over a tad bit. But I'm not allowed out the driveway. I know that's against the law. If I go out that driveway, it's not private land, but because we've bought this land here and our house, this is our property, so I'm allowed to move it over a little bit. Lucky me, I'm able to do that. So what I'll do, I will see how this goes basically, and if I have anything else in my ideas, I'll start posting it on the Lost Ronin account. I'll start streaming a lot more on Xbox and everything as well. I'll try and sort out a lot more to do with YouTubing. I'll make videos on Mixer. If you ever want to go across, it's the 3 Lost Ronin. If you find my Facebook page, you'll find my Mixer page as well, but I haven't linked them together. I haven't put a link of my Mixer in it. I've only done kind of half job so far. But it's the same name, it's just converted onto Xbox. If you need anything, you've got my Facebook page, you've also got my personal page, and you've also got my Xbox gamer tag. If you ever need anything, just hit a message on one of them. If I don't reply in a while, you can always send it across Xbox just in case I don't see it. And my Xbox notifications don't come through, but I do look at them often because I've got a lot of messages and everything going on of Sea of Thieves at the moment. So it's quite cool, half the stuff I'm doing. So we'll leave it at that as we're reaching quite far into it. and I hope to see other people subscribing, liking the video, and hopefully I will start building this celica very soon. I'm gonna sort out a little bit more money, chuck a bunch more money at it, just splash money at the car, because that's what it needs. It needs to run smooth, look very nice as it's going to, and fit a turbo eventually when I get down the line. But if I'm doing anything wrong, you know, if I post a video and I've done a little bit wrong, you know, just let me know. I am new to cars, so this is my first ever car. So just let me know of how good and bad it's got, and you know, if I need to do anything else, if you hear a noise that sounds bad, just let me know and just say, look, I heard this noise, I have had this problem before, what it is this, and I'll fix it. You know, I'll fix it on stream, and probably tagging him out there for helping me fix the problem of the car. It usually screeches from the intake, but at the moment I'm realizing it's stopped doing it. I think that's because I fitted a piece onto the engine which has now stopped it screeching. I think it starts up screeching and then calms itself down once the intake understands what it's doing, because it doesn't have that sensor on it. So it's not going very nicely at the moment, which I want to fix with this. So we'll see how it all goes, and I'm pretty sure I've obviously got YouTube to help me with all the problems I've got, and hopefully work out something quite nice for this car, because obviously it's a nice car. There's no faults with it. Well, there are a lot of faults, but we'll just see how it goes, because I've obviously put a lot of time and money into this with a Ferrari red paint job, and now it's got all messy. But I'll leave the stream at this angle the exact same way I started it, and I hope to see a lot of people subscribing and following and liking the video, and hopefully I'll be able to bring a little bit more to YouTube and to people that like watching my streams a lot more. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it's quite nice. So subscribe, follow, and love Toyota Celicas.